The Thresh can certainly, you know, throw a flay in one direction and get rid of a priority target, whereas Gragas can throw a giant barrel on the ground and get rid of everyone. And maybe that's what you want, how it works.
He's going to be great in these early skirmishes, regardless of the laning phase. He's significantly behind now is Doran.
Yeah, we know that there is a Diana here as Doran's in trouble. Gonna have to flash as doesn't even Haymaker in time, and First Blood goes over to Owner as Blank just lies in wait. Waiting for a back timing perhaps as Dove and Harp both moving up. The Diana's gone home and now Canna does have flash, is gonna use it quite early, only level 5 for Blank as the acceleration gate comes out. There's the flash forward and that's a beautiful attract repel to guarantee the kill, and it goes to Dove, which is massive for KT.
That was so well played.
Still have 1 potion left and 1 ticking, so
yeah, looks like he's actually gonna be okay. Depends on if they commit all the way. Here comes Wonder.
Here comes the Realm Warp as well as Blank's in a bit of trouble. There's the Equalizer right on top of Faker, but they immediately get rid of Blank. 4 people here on the bottom side. It looks like they are going to be okay for now. Moonfall comes in and gets so much value as T1's dive was beautiful, but now there's a very angry Crocodile. They trade back 1. Carrier looks to try and limp away throughout the enemy jungle, and it looks like Dove will just settle for all these minions underneath the turret, but still a massive win for T1.
Massive.
Of all the different angles. Dove going to move himself back, but now has no ultimate. Equalizer's back available again as the Dragon continues to sleep there in the pit. Brambleback secured by KT. Once again, Noah in trouble. He's going to flash. Gets out of the way of the Chains of Corruption. Harp now goes golden, has to flash. There's the Magnet Storm as they look for Faker. Noah can't really engage onto this one as the Curtain Call is a little bit dangerous. In goes Dove though as Faker's going to get taken down. The Crocodile is angry and now is 3-0. As Carrier has absolutely no mana, avoids one of the harpoons but can't avoid the second. Here's the Curtain Call. Owner now in trouble as KT, they may have started to come online. Dove looking for Carrier, gonna get closed in on by 3 members. And T1 just collapsed beautifully. A bit of a positional mistake there from Dove.
I mean, it's also the fact that Noah is trapped.
A lot of sense, and now they have themselves, you know, close to a, you know, getting towards a 4,000 gold lead, and at 15 minutes, that's brilliant. But this might change it as Carrier's in a whole host of trouble. So much CC available from KT, and the Gragas, no way of getting out of this one. It's going to be Shirley now as a possibility. Faker moving on over towards this Dragon.
There's no vision here whatsoever. They have a control ward here. He's not actually going to be able to do this by himself. The timing of him starting that a little bit awkward.
It's once again, though, going to be the outer turret priority as T1 just going to move the Rise over there. It's going to be the Diana collecting the Drake. And so probably pressure. Oh, God.
I would have rather seen a group up to try to kill Faker. But instead, they're going to look for Kana now.
They are instead going to kill Kana. He is well and truly unable to be in this part of the jungle. Off or start a fight straight away, then Shock Blast, Piercing Arrow, and all of this dangerous stuff becomes a huge problem.
It's about to happen right before our eyes.
Well, thankfully, they have started off the Drake at least, as there's a teleport and Blank's down to a 3rd health. It's exactly what we were talking about. It's a really dangerous situation just to stand in front of T1 as Dove wants to actually start off the fight. It is going to be the Drake taken by Blank as Dove finds himself in amongst 5 and just absolutely obliterated. The Equalizer doesn't do a whole lot as Owner goes through to get a 3-man Moonfall, goes golden as well as now he's looking for Blank in the backline. Noah isn't going to be able to escape from this one. Blank survives, but he's the only one on KT, and yeah, you're not going to be able to do those, buddy. He has to flash away from the Jace in the end as well.
Yeah.
As T1 will just continue pushing.
Now you can really start to use your siege to actually threaten those champions. You're in such a great spot here over the wall.
Oh, here's the big old flanking teleport from Doran, though. Let's see who he can pick up. It's going to be Gumayushi who immediately gets out of there. Equalizer doesn't do a whole lot as Owner just does so much damage, can survive to what feels like forever. And yeah, T1's wallets are so heavy right now. Dove just gets Shock Blast to the face, and Harp and Noah are like, well, we tried, guys.
I mean, this might be a 2 Drake game. T1 are just going to push to win this.
This should definitely be over.
It's definitely over. Baron buff's still up for 30 seconds, so good luck. Lower the curtain. I think this show's over.
I think that's what the curtain call means in this particular game. T1 making a bit of a statement here in this game is the telecom war, often exciting. It went to 3 games last time around, but this first game's making it look pretty comfy for T1 as Noah's going to Gale Force himself in and take down the Varus, but he'll pay for it with his life. The Nexus goes down and T1 obliterate KT in game 1.
Big I'm not going to just get hit by a root and then get blown up by all this damage. Gwen, again, Blank is going to have to rotate down to the bomb site. He's going to have to kind of permanently be planted there. But Faker will not.
Underneath that turret, just taking harassment as Blank walks over a ward as he moves up here towards the top side.
Doran's bar is pretty high here. This is actually a pretty nice opportunity.
Yep, see what they can do. That is going to be the engage. Snip, snip. And Canna is going to go invisible, obviously, because he's Wukong. And it's a difficult champion to dive. It's where going to go for it again now that that one's on cooldown as Dove looking for his opportunity. Doran wants to try and get as much damage across. First blood actually goes over to the Wukong though as KT make a bit of an error. Let's see whether they can get this dive to work, however, as Dove, he's going to be tanking up the turret. The flash on over as now Faker gets a teleport out of one of his teammates. Teleport back from Doran, and Faker's on a bit of an excursion towards the enemy Nexus, and that is going to be Blank grabbing that kill. So in the end, works out very effectively here for KT.
Yeah, T1 just going to get a little bit of extra minion. So we're going to see this once again, part 2.
Yeah. Okay, let's see whether they can find the monkey, and they do manage to sort him out. As let's see whether it's going to be cleaner this time, and it is, as Doran gets himself out of turret range. And so Canna is, yeah, he's getting the direst treatment there towards the top side of the map. So while the bottom lane for T1 is absolutely crushing, KT are doing their very best to do the same thing on the top side of the map, and that gap is only going to extend. We still have just over a minute until the Rift Herald does come up, and that should be the prize that KT will get for all of that topside focus.
Now, you know, when you think about which of these two victories for these...
So exactly where their bread's buttered this game, the bottom lane.
It's so easy to make this happen and then grab the Drake. Now, the top side of the map is a bit of an issue. Kana does escape here and does have teleport, but I don't think he wants to teleport back in. This is just going to be a turret for a turret. And the race is going to go to T1 easily with the fact that they have this huge mini wave and they have Shirley here, as you mentioned. Faker gets a free wave. Like, KT are getting something on the top side of the map, but T1 are just trading up. It's, you know...
It's so mirrored, Wolf. We mentioned the fact that, you know, this looks like Damwon Light, as right, because they play towards their top side so much. They grab this turret. Canna now might be in trouble, but there's the Cyclone Moonfall combo, and they get rid of the Gwen very early on. Doran needs to come back to try and protect Dove, who's looking to try and get out of there. There's the culling, as Ona's just going to walk through it. The Realm Warp available, all three of them dive on in. Doran's trying to get one traded back as now Dove is going to try and flash. Relentless Pursuit should be back up, and he is going to be able to use that to create some more distance, but that was a disaster for KT.
Yeah,
This is going to be successful here by Doran. Gets a flash out of Ona as well for his trouble, as now Canna's getting dove one more time. There's the knock-up, as he does find the quickness, but this is a very strong monkey. They're going to need everyone and some flashes in order to get this one done. Dove heads forward with the Gale Force, and that is going to be able to secure the kill onto the Wukong, as the bottom outer turret should also be alleviated from the map.
Yeah, I feel like Hives and gets a flash out of Wonder, but...
That's a teleport in, as Canna does have Cyclone available, but isn't going to use it. Actually had the Black Shield pre-prepared as well, which is really cute, as Canna needs to get out of here. Let's see if he finds the value with the Cyclone. That's the double knock-up to Dove. He's going to get taken down. So once again, it is a 2-for-1, and it's so dangerous diving the Wukong when he has his ultimate.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. Faker walks out of here, but he actually might be able to steal that blue away.
The entirety of LoL Park, as the Korean casters as well, had a negative response. There's a Cyclone from Canada, actually going to close the gap. Doran taking a lot of damage here. Teleports come through from KT, as there's the flash out. Moonfall going to follow up, and goodbye, Mr. Renekton, as Dove's trying to kite this one, but he ain't going to be able to do it. Blank, he has to get out of there as well, and I think that the outscaling has already happened, Wolf. It's dangerous times for KT as the quickness comes in from Harp, but that is going to be quickly into the Death Chamber. Blank tries to dash his way from this one, and he's going to be able to do so. I mean, to try and grab his Bramble back at the same time, but that's because T1 have decided to take down this inner turret bottom lane.
You're a Lucian, man. This is the second time you've teleported in going like, no, guys, I got this. You cannot be in the face of a Wukong and a Diana when you arrive to the scene. You're way late, way late. As again, T1 are just going to completely ignore this. Like, there's a whole minion wave coming through.
Yep.
But he teleports in so late in this.
In his next item, Sharilda's also complete on top of that Gale Force. Says Noah, yeah, you cannot be underneath this turret. As there's the culling from Dove. In goes Harp. Gets a 3-man knock-up really beautifully, but instantly just pops. As Owner goes golden, denies anything, and that's just one free kill for T1.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's just not any real follow-up damage for an engage like that. Dove is super low range, Noah's high range, but no damage. So, you know, unless you have your Gwen and your Renekton to dive in on top of you, on top of T1 at that exact moment, unfortunately, it just looks really cool until you pop.
Well, the Renekton could go for a potential flank here as Blank is going to get stunned up. Terrier could be in trouble as Doran flashes forward. The Baron's secured by T1, but it's a massive Q, but Gumayusi kites him out. Meanwhile, in the backline, the Wukong's also going to die as T1 just realm warp right on top of KT. They've already got the Baron. They're going to continue pushing forward, and it's only Dove and Noah that can really defend with their Rakan that just respawned.
Yeah, maybe there's hope that you get a pick.
Well, Faker could be in a little bit of trouble here as in goes Hub, gets the knock up. That's going to be the chain CC onto the Rise. Faker buying as much time as he possibly can, but he will get shut down by the Lucian.
This is what I was talking about. If Faker gets greedy, you should be able to pick up these types of kills, and KT do not disappoint when there is, you know, just a massive overextension here.
Yep.
T1 getting greedy with the lead they had, but it's one threat if you get caught. I mean, this is Dove this time. Oh, look at Harp.
The follow-up to the poke is just revolting. His in goes owner again. The dash flash kaboom onto KT as owner looks for Dove as well, and he'll pick up the mid laner. Remember this Diana's from the jungle? My goodness, he is so good as T1 will mop up the rest of KT. They'll let the Cowboy Jhin walk away because they're concerned about breaking down the house of KT.
Well, I mean, Harp has definitely tried his best to be the shield for KT. But what a game from T1. This game, I think, much more impressive than the first because it was a more competitive lane matchup they had to play into, but they played it so well. Keria on this Morgana, massive.
So clean as Gumayusi having to deal with Noah off to the side, but I mean, he's just not even going to worry about it. His Rakan pops like a balloon. The Nexus does the same thing, and in 26 minutes, KT will fall to the hands of T1.